Agent Sasco, formerly known as Assassin, has walked a tightrope between raw dancehall roots and international acclaim. In this video, we explore his rise from Kingston to global stages, his business savvy, the identity shift to Agent Sasco, and the trade-offs he's made along the way. Featuring his work with Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, his label Boardhouse Records, and his vision for authentic reggae. To some, he's Assassin, the lyrical sniper who dominated dancehall clashes. To others, he's Agent Sasco, the polished, conscious artist redefining Jamaican music. But the question is, what happened? Did Agent Sasco replace him, evolve, or did Assassin disappear, or simply just grow up? This is the real story of how one of Jamaica's most respected artists rebranded without losing his roots. Jeffrey Campbell was born on December 22, 1982. He grew up surrounded by rhythm, rhyme, and resilience. From the gritty corners of St. Andrew, in Kintyre, St. Andrew, a community where every sound carried rhythm, and every youth dreamed of being heard. He was raised in a small one-room board house with weather-beaten walls and big dreams. Life was humble. He and his sister shared a school bag, sometimes cooked over firewood, and made the best of what little they had. His mother, Nellie Campbell, battled illness, but never stopped pushing her children to learn and strive. Her strength shaped his drive. Between Kintyre and weekends with his father in Pedro, St. Catherine, young Jeffrey saw two sides of Jamaica, struggle and stability.
Jeffrey Campbell's life meant walking past ridicule just to walk through his own yard.
Born into hardship, shaped by sacrifice, he came out not just with dreams, but with resolve. And through it all, the soundtrack was music, from radio hits to the clever storytelling of Professor Nuts.
The first time me see Puni, me laugh till me cry. Cause me think it could have talk, Jah know me not lie. Me say Jah, tongue, me no see no eye, just resemble the face of a serious guy. When me start laugh, she ask me what? Me say nothing, but to me never too certain. Me look on her and say, baby, tell me something. It's whether baby face when I do wonder you. When me say so, it's like she get wild. She turn on her side and it change the profile. Me broke up again. She say, you're acting like a child. Me say, no, baby, love me never know it could have smiled. You never wonder.
Sparking the rhythm that would later define Agent Sasco. Jeffrey Campbell, the boy from Kintyre who transformed into Agent Sasco. From early on, he had a gift. His lyrics stood out for their precision and power. So much so that Sprague Benz recorded one of his songs when Campbell was still a teenager. As a teen, his lyrics were so sharp, long before anyone knew the name Assassin. That moment lit the fire. By 1999, he wasn't just writing rhymes, he was the rhyme. Assassin's voice cut through the noise of the dancehall era, fast, intelligent, and fearless. He wasn't just making songs, he was building a business. That mindset would soon shape the next chapter of his journey, a transformation that redefined his entire career. By the early 2000s, Assassin was everywhere. He was unstoppable, dominating rhythm, clashing the best, and dropping hits that echoed through every dancehall sound system across Jamaica. From roughest and toughest to idiot thing dat, his verses commanded respect. His words, razor sharp. His delivery is on point. He was the people's voice, aggressive when needed, conscious when it mattered. But fame is only half the story. Behind the stage name Assassin was a young man quietly studying strategy. And that focus on strategy wasn't just preparation. It was the spark that set the stage for his biggest transformation yet.
While most artists in dancehall focused on fame, Assassin prioritized his foundation. He pursued an online degree in business management from the University of Sunderland, a move that would later redefine his entire brand. With drive and focus, he co-founded Boardhouse Records around 2008, giving him control over his music, message, and money. Backed by a degree in business management, Sasco wasn't just spitting lyrics, he was managing a legacy. Boardhouse Records became his base, and soon, he wasn't just representing dancehall, he was representing Jamaican excellence on the world stage. Around 2010, fans began to notice something different. The name Assassin, the hardcore moniker that carried him through clashes and rhythm, began fading away. In its place, Agent Sasco, a move that confused some, impressed others, but made perfect sense to the man himself. In his own words, the change was partly about Googleability, but it was also about evolution.
Now some people on the boat ask me all weekend, somebody did change the name from Assassin. I got the name Assassin when I'm in high school. I was like 15 years old, Campbell. I used to be at the desk and clash and everything. The lyrical assassin it was. But I was a teenager at the time. Love and respect. So by the time 2001 rolled around, and all know what me 9/11. And the world was a different world after that. So they tell somebody, say, why are you traveling to the States, sir? I say, I'm coming for a concert in Brooklyn. Oh yes, so where are you? Well, Assassin. We gotta quote something to you.
Assassin was a warrior. Agent Sasco was a diplomat. One fought the system, the other worked within it. This was rebranding, not running away but leveling up. Then came the world stage. Sasco's voice appeared on Kanye West's Yeezus album, on the song I'm In It. And later, on Kendrick Lamar's The Blacker the Berry, one of the most powerful songs about race and identity in modern hip-hop. For many, this was their first time hearing that raw Jamaican cadence on a global platform. For Sasco, it was validation, proof that authenticity travels. He didn't have to change his accent, his message, or his roots. The world came to meet him. But every artist faces a crossroads, and with evolution comes risk. Assassin reached that crossroads when the name that made him a star was now the same one standing in his way. Agent Sasco, a new identity, a global brand, and a wiser, more calculated move. They called him Assassin. Today he's known as Agent Sasco, a name echoing in classrooms, boardrooms, and on global music stages.
Some fans say the assassin they loved got lost in the process, traded raw energy for polished consciousness. Others say Sasco's growth is proof that Jamaican artistry can mature without losing its fire. And maybe both are true, because balancing roots and reach isn't easy. Today, Agent Sasco stands as one of the rare artists who have mastered both worlds, the streets and the global stage. His evolution wasn't a loss of identity. It was a masterclass in adaptation. Assassin didn't disappear. He transformed. What began as business sense became vision, the driving force behind the next evolution of his artistry. In 2022, the Office of the Prime Minister honored him by inducting him into the Order of Distinction in the rank of officer for his outstanding contribution to music, philanthropy, and his positive influence on Jamaica's youth. And if the future of Jamaican music has teachers, Agent Sasco is surely one of them. Beyond the stage and the spotlight, Agent Sasco is also known for something deeper, his devotion to family. He often speaks about how fatherhood reshaped his perspective, influencing not just his lyrics, but his entire lifestyle. In interviews and on social media, he's shared glimpses of life at home, filled with laughter, discipline, and love. His wife, Nicole McLaren Campbell, is an accomplished educator and entrepreneur. Together, they've built a household centered on growth, excellence, and humility. Sasco has said that raising his children keeps him grounded, reminding him that legacy isn't only measured in music charts, but in the values passed down at home. It's a balance few manage to keep, but one that defines the man behind the mic. But in the end, growth always comes with questions. Some fans miss the assassin who dominated the dancehall rhythm. Others celebrated the maturity of Agent Sasco, the family man, the philosopher, the conscious voice. Could an artist truly balance both? It's the same challenge many Jamaican creatives face, staying true to the streets while appealing to the world. For Sasco, that balance became his mission and his message. And that success isn't just what the world hears, it's what his children see. Today, Agent Sasco stands as one of Jamaica's most respected lyricists and entrepreneurs. With honors, Order of Distinction, collaborated with legends, and inspired a generation of artists who view business and creativity as partners, not enemies. His story is proof that evolution doesn't mean selling out. It means staying relevant while remaining true to oneself. Assassin may have started the mission, but Agent Sasco is the one carrying it forward. Salute Agent Sasco, who's still winning. This is commentary, not controversy. You've been watching iconic Jamaica Magazine Focus vlog, and this was Agent Sasco's transformation, the assassin rebranded. Drop your thoughts below. Who do you think defines the man better? Assassin, Agent Sasco, or a father? Subscribe for more Focus vlog deep dives.